Oops, I hit the intro on accident. Shit. Well, no, I mean, I usually do the intro after I speak now, and I just hit it out of fucking habit. Mm-hmm. Hello and welcome. I hit things in the wrong order today. Hi friends. Welcome to A History of the Forgotten Realms. I'm losing all of my tabs. Where did everything go? I'm taking my friends on a journey through the Faerunian timeline where their actions have consequences and their consequences get actions. We're going to start the show off tonight with some quick announcements from Vincent. So let me toss that over that way. we're doing great, you guys. Yeah. Oh shit. That's my fault. That's on me. They can hear you now.
I was like, if you can hear me, then you
Yeah,
should be able to hear me.
that's me.
So that
Sorry about
means
that.
it's somebody.
Yep.
Whoops.
Hi. It me. I did that. I'm also going to activate the promo right now.
From the top. We have a promo right now. Gifted subs of 5 or more are 35% off this week. We still have the emotes from Lunar New Year up. They'll be up for a few more weeks, but use them while you can before the Easter Jackalope scoops them up for spring. So do keep in mind of that. And then we are still running the fundraiser over on our throne to help get us and the cast a full and proper photo shoot. And we cannot do this without your help. I cannot stress that enough. So really it's there so that we can get you all some shiny new thumbnails, graphics, holiday cards, even digital photo cards. We have until May to hit that goal, and as a reward, you'll get access to special contributor-only photo cards, a personalized thank you from the cast, as well as behind-the-scenes footage of the shoot itself. So head on over to throne.com/ATK of opportunity and use the !throne chat command or use the link in the bio. Be sure to pass things off to Nana so they can... Yeah.
Yep.
That.
Solid.
Your turn.
With that, let's go to the recap. What hijinks did you all get into the last time I left you?
So many things.
So many
things.
Oh,
so many terrible things.
Well,
terrible.
We officially got inside the temple. Was it called the Temple of Light? Because that's what I wrote down. So that's what I'm calling it.
It doesn't have a name.
The Temple of Light was getting eaten by a dragon.
Now. It's a Temple
Solid.
of the Light Dragon Wizard.
Perfect.
Okay. So there was a statue of like a lizard folk that was made to look like a dragon. There's diseased lizard folk beating drums, and then we have like 7 other lizard folk like sitting around in a big old circle. And what else? Oh, we murk all of them.
Yeah, they were chanting. They were chanting and doing the whole.
Roosevelt decided to examine the statue. It was formerly the lizard folk's god. Didn't write down the name because I wasn't paying attention, I guess. And then there's
Duskshield?
No. Duskshield is the name of the dragon.
Oh, right.
there was a secret door behind the statue, which had another secret door leading to a passage. So we went through that. What else is there? Blah, 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 blah. Something about a rotten wooden box, a leather pouch, and stones. And then Roosevelt was like, hey, are those stones worth something? And I said, no, they're rocks. Oh, and then there was this silver mirror. I also forgot to write down what it was called. But Imrae looked into the mirror and looked damn good. She looked fine as hell. And then saw Doc in the mirror, and he also looked perfect. Like, but except for, you know, he was like all messy and bloodied up and stuff. So apparently it shows you good things amplify. Let's see what else. There was this huge cavern with a lake. Oh, and then Meekin showed up doing some shady shit. And then
we don't think it's Meekin.
Yeah, I think we lost D&D. I think we might have actually lost D&D with that one. I'm not gonna lie. She showed up.
The dragon.
Yeah.
She showed up, took something, and we fucked up royally, and she made it out. I think we lost D&D. I'm just gonna say, fuck me running.
But we also may have slightly won D&D because Drizzt stole some more dragon eggs. So now we have lots of dragon eggs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of scary to think about.
Hey, man. Dragons are not born evil, they are made evil, and I'm going to make sure that these little fuckers grow up to be gremlins.
little gremlins. Little baby gremlins.
The Huey, Dewey, and Louie dragons.
The bird, duck, and goose are the names. I can't believe the other names. Bird, duck, and goose.
Oh, no.
Solid. I love it.
I hate that. I hate this so much.
Fucking excellent.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, we decide to run away from Thosfjordan because we were only level 3 and would die like immediately. We're dead. Actually,
he
in
would've
fact,
wrecked our
I think
ship.
Doc almost did die.
I got chomped almost in half. I was almost a snack.
Imrae grabbed a green scale mill from a pile of massive treasure before deciding to run as well. But you know, shiny things. Pretty shiny things. Thosfjordan dove back into the water and disappeared. Scary. Roosevelt found a dwarven medallion from the Iron Axe clan. Don't know what that is. Blah 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 blah.
Don't forget the mushrooms.
At the exit. Oh yes, mushrooms. I just wrote
We
down
found a
mushrooms.
lot of mushrooms. Poisonous,
mushrooms.
edible, psychedelic, mind-altering kinds. Maybe, who knows?
At the exit, we heard a black dragon like roaring and ripping the temple apart, so that's not good. And then there's footprints in the mud. So whoever Meekin, maybe or maybe not, could be, ran away. And then we got back to Crom's hold, and all the orcs are dealt with. And Lady Crom is like cleaning up the area and stuff, and it looks nicer. And then we told them, they told us that Meekin had been buried for 3 days before we showed up. So whatever that thing was not Meekin.
Not Meekin.
And then
It turns out that Sir Hot is kind of a pain in the ass, and
it's Sir Isteval the Cute.
Sir Isteval the Inept.
He's a.
Dunce.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be nice. Anyway, we go back to Daggerford, and the carnival is still up, which is exciting. And back inside the keep, the watch come in and put up a wanted poster with a woman missing a left ear. And yeah, that's all I got.
I'm gonna clarify
Why are
one
you
thing, just because I feel like if I don't, things get really convoluted. The watch officer putting the poster up was missing her left ear. The person in the poster was not missing their left ear.
That's what I meant.
Cool.
That's what I meant.
I just wanted to make sure, because that could have gotten really
Remind-
confusing really quick.
Totally, that's exactly
I don't
what I
remember if Meekin was missing her left ear though or not.
I don't need
the Meekin that you guys were with was missing part of her left ear.
Okay, it was part of, but not the whole thing. Okay. I was like, I thought she was only missing part of it. Kind of weird to miss part of it and then lose the rest of it. It's kind of that's a weird thing to have happen twice.
Two people with missing ears? What are the odds?
I mean, it's pretty weird that it happened twice.
Not gonna lie, pretty weird.
Is that all you have to recap on?
That's all I have written down. So yeah.
My notes are
perfect.
Pretty much the same for ones.
Let me pull up an inventory list because I have some things for you guys that you guys will need to write down. You guys do have stuff and things.
I love stuff and things.
And I have stuff and things to drop off in my room because I don't need them.
I'm just gonna not make a dirty joke. I can. Gonna not.
Well, we're 17 minutes in, so you're okay.
I was also gonna say, or that means you should.
Good, because I did say that funny word that fucks all the ad revenue. So.
Yeah.
We did it. We already did that.
Oops.
Okay. Megan, all of the things that you found in the pirate ship in the captain's quarters. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
4 large raw gemstones.
Okay.
A small silver key that is inset with a ruby.
Okay.
A pair of spiderweb daggers.
Right, I got those.
A glass jewelry box.
Ooh.
A really beautiful fountain pen made of ironwood, so it's also very sturdy. A handful of blank, just completely unfilled, leather-bound books.
Okay.
A purple jade pendant on a loop, almost as if it's for, like, a belt.
Okay.
Large teal and black ostrich feathers, or fantasy ostrich, whatever kind of bird that probably should have been left with the KT extinction.
Okay.
And then as far as everything in Doc's shop, Stu, do you want to write this down? Vince, do you want to write this down? Who wants to keep track of this?
Got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
I am going to roll for how many crates you get. Which would probably be easier if I had my dice tray out. 10 crates each, tea and coffee from Athkatla.
Ooh.
Tea and coffee.
From Athkatla.
Where?
Athkatla. Athkatla.
Alrighty.
4 like trunk crates, like the large Foot Locker size ones, of Kara-Turan spices, Kara-Turan spices. That's spices from Kara-Tur. Seven casks of Berduscan dark wine, Berduskan.
Some casks Berduscan wine.
Berduskin Dark wine.
Ah.
The name of it is Berduskin Dark. 5 casks of blood wine from Aglarond, Aglarond. Where's my D4? Hello? Hello? I have to take out a spare. My D4 eludes me. 2 casks of Red Dragon Crush, which is a wine from Barovia.
Ooh, Barovia.
Imported. Shamancy.
I love me them imported goods.
4 half cask, like whiskey cask sizes of Baldur's Gate Crasher, which is a Baldurian whiskey. Oh, you lucked out. 10 powder kegs of actual genuine smoke powder.
Smoke or room?
Oh.
Smoke powder. Because remember, the year that this came from, it was still smoke powder.
Okay.
I feel like that's a lot of explosive.
It is.
It is.
It's on a pirate ship. The dice decide.
Well,
and the
I
dice
guess Doc's going to be making some
rocks.
grenades.
And 20 bolts of Shaolung silks. SHOULUNG.
He said 20, 20 what?
20 bolts. It's a measurement of fabric.
Of
Shaolung silks.
Okay.
Those were, I think, were those the things that I said I was going to give to Rilsa? I think they were, or some of them
I
were.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of booze and a lot of explosive-y stuff. Good times.
Oh, yes.
My favorite combination.
Yeah, obviously.
We also ended up getting a lot of materials too, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. I did catch that. I just like, wait, my brain just fucked off.
Yeah,
those are in a separate document that I need to organize because your girl is still learning how to use Proton Sheets. So I went to try to auto sort everything that Doc has materials wise in his shop, and I fucked that up.
I wrote down something about like spices, herbs, inks, and fabrics to give, so because I was gonna give those off to Rilsa.
Yeah, if that is what you want to do, Doc has all of those amounts in his shed,
in the
shop, toolbox.
My astral shed. My
astral shed.
My interdimensional toolbox of shenanigans.
God damn it.
I want to pull my hair back, but my forehead looks giant, so we're just gonna fluff it.
Cool.
That being said, it's been about a week since we've last seen you in game time. After that night of coming home, it was a lot of catching up with locals, a lot of cleanup, helping try to salvage what was left of the festival, and a lot of waiting for the rain to stop. Luckily for you, in the last couple of days, the rain has indeed stopped. And you are all in the keep. where you should be. Who would like to go first in telling me not what you're doing today, but what have you done in the past week?
That's actually exactly where I was going with that. So two things. Well, actually, I got a handful of things. One is it's going to be back to that, like, there will be days where, as the days are going on, people don't notice that, or will go about the day and realize that Duskshield hasn't come down and that there's been an absence of him lately. And again, they'll go check on him again. It's finding him in his room, poring over more and more mountains of books, scripture, anything I can get my hands on. Even so that now I have been talking with Aurora about trying to get into Candlekeep to get a hold of something, of anything they might have. Because at this point I'm still drawing blanks. Like, I'm still getting bits of information here and there, but nothing concrete enough to give me any idea of what's going on, what happened, why I'm like this. And frequently people have to come in also dragging me out for food and to eat. Because while... You first.
I will say that, Megan, then, if you're the one who's making sure that they have been eating and attempting to sleep or rest in some fashion, then one of the conversations you are likely to have overheard, or one of the things you are likely to have walked in on at some point, is Aurora doing what looks like magic, energy therapy, something. Walking in with her kind of assessing different areas of Drizzt's body as her hands and her eyes glow that same sea foam kind of sickly green. And looking around, and it's just a lot of shit, kid, I don't know. This isn't exactly normal, and listen, your blood's moving, but it's moving slow, and you have a heartbeat, but I mean, only if I listen really carefully. You're alive, but I'm starting to question what the definition of that might be. We're in the realm of recontextualizing a whole lot of shit here. But if Candlekeep is what you need, then you know I'm good for it. And I'm happy to take
I need answers.
Take the whole gang if it means reading through enough books to figure this out. And unusually, Aurora, for once, instead of her big bushel of pink hair being down, Megan, as you walk in, she's got it plopped on top of her head in a big, curly, like, springy bun. Like, she's just got it tied up with a scarf of some kind, which is absolutely just doing the most work you have ever seen something try to do to hold hair up. But yes, if Candlekeep is somewhere you guys would like to go, that is an offer that is open to you through her.
In the near future, yeah. Gonna need to.
Say the word and I'll take you there.
And as the weeks have gone on, I've still been working on the potion craft, still been trying to get better at that. It's still been inconsistent. There's been a lot of still, again, the, hey, can you try this? And just, that's pure fucking alcohol. Okay, that's not, what was that supposed to be? Because I don't think it is. So there's still been plenty of that. There's still been plenty of needing to be reminded to be fed, because it seems it's in this weird liminal space of I can go without eating and I don't get hurt because of it. I don't lose sleep. I can go without sleep and it doesn't have any detrimental effects, but still can eat without issue. So
well, and you definitely notice you have more energy when you do eat.
Yeah.
You
There's been more
your
work on
reflexes
my-
are faster when you do sleep.
Yeah. There's been more work on my hemomancy of knowing what spells I can cast and what I can't cast. We know Featherfall isn't one of them now. We know that that's not something I can do.
About that.
And then,
Yeah, Doc's maybe just a
Two
little
more.
bit too trusting of him.
I mean, to be fair, like, something happened, my magic expanded, and it was I think I could do that. I'm pretty sure I can. It's Featherfall. I don't have that.
Couldn't. No.
Nope, you don't. Just gonna put that out there. Nope.
Just
And then
face first.
a couple of things is I want to read over that book that was the Bloodletting and Sanguine Arcana as well.
All
I'm
right.
assuming that's going to be playing in a lot to that learning and getting a better grasp on my magic and expanding it further.
Give me
And then I
just a
wanna
second,
see if I
and
can
I will
lock-
actually read it to you.
Okay. And then I have a thing I want to
what else
open
did you
and
wanna
a thing
do,
I need to
though?
ask questions about. I want to try
Okay.
to open that box with golden light coming out of it.
Yeah, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Advantage, disadvantage, hope, fucking, what am I adding, subtracting?
Whatever you have to, like, picking locks and disarming traps. Your usual
Okay.
bonuses.
Just
to that.
my normal sleight of hand. Okay.
Yes.
Like a +8 to that, so.
Your dice are so loud tonight.
That was a 16. I only got an 8. But a +8 does make that a 16, so.
Perfect. Let me see.
Ah.
No working. This is where Control F comes in because alphabetized is not helping me right now. There we go. Okay. God, my eyes are dog shit right now. It does not open on a 16.
Shit. Okay, I'll have to try it later.
I mean, there's always forcing the lock, but that's up to you. How much you want to risk?
No, I've got a good lock picking skills all waiting.
What did you have questions about?
I want to try and ask out when we got here. It looked like they had a public execution, and I was really put off by the fact of there's a public execution, but also it looked like it was a Thayan wizard, and I want to try and ask questions around anyone who might be in the keep from Daggerford about that.
I will say that you find out plenty. Let me find the page that would tell me that and bring it back up to my face so that I can actually read it. Because my allergies are bad enough that it's a problem. Here we go. Okay, you find out that there have been sightings of orcs in the hills north of the town, and that the Duke of the town has vowed to bolster patrols in the northern countryside. You find out that Sir Isteval was friends with a man named Lord Flotian, who is a Duke of the town. And both of them have taken interest in the Red Wizard matter. Lord Flotian's estate was recently broken into by the Red Wizard, who you find his name is Arvik Zaltos. He was captured 2 days after the attack on Flotian's estate, before his arrest, he was seen in the company of other shady characters, whose identity you can't discern. You also find out that he briefly worked for Lord Flotian. That's what you have.
He was the one, and he was the one that was executed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Allegedly, for theft of Flotian's estate.
And do we know if anything was taken, or if there was just for the break-in?
Let's see here.
It was just executed over that.
It would appear that some reasonable sums of money were taken, some ritualistic, religious items were stolen, including, tools used for different religious rites from a cult that is kind of like a boogeyman tale. Nobody's sure it's real, so these things seem very fake. Lord Flotian's known for being eccentric, so it's not outside the realm of possibility that he had someone fabricate these to bolster up a tale he's been telling himself for too many years, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Among them are different knives, blades, vessels, and an altar. But otherwise, it looks like the manor was mostly unscathed, apart from a couple of doors that needed replacing. As far as your book, the title is A New Blasphemy, Bloodletting and the Sanguine Arcana. Penned on official House of the Broken God parchment by the revered mistress of the house, Lashbearer Citron. Be on your guard, mine faithful, for speculation and heretical wandering has spread amongst the broken flock in recent times. If you are offered blood transference, report it to your temple's rector immediately. It shall not heal you. It shall not deliver you. To suffer truly in the name of our Lord on the rack, your own blood must endure. This is, you would know, likely a priestess or a mother of LeVasseur.
Or the Lord on the Rack?
It does say Lord on the Rack, so I'm not sure why it says both.
Which,
Lord on the
that
Rack
one I'm like,
should be
that's
fucking
Ilmater.
Ilmater. I'm gonna flip for it. I don't like that it says both.
I mean, still, it's interesting.
Yeah, we're going with Ilmater. Because you're right, and it bothers me that both were in there.
Yeah, I was like, hang on. Yeah, that'll pretty much have done it for me for my week.
perfect. And go ahead and make your rolls for me for whatever potions you have worked on as well, and mark those down.
Yeah, absolutely. Whilst whoever's up next, I will do that and get that taken care of.
Who is up next?
I'll go. Okay.
Okay.
So I think some of the first things that Imrae will do will make sure that a bunch of that stuff that we got out of the pirate ship, like the herbs, the spices, the fabrics, the inks, the like some of the alcohol, not sorry guys, and some of like the gems and stuff get sent to Rilsa, so it can be distributed through Little Kalimshan in Baldur's Gate. And she would also kind of just like, I feel like she would also kind of like prowl the streets, make sure that everyone, all of the people who have like immigrated there are doing okay, that they're all being safe, and that they have what they need specifically. And then I will also want to take like, oh gosh, where is it? My notes are all over the place. That green like scale mail that I found from the treasure hoard. Get that checked out and see if there's any like magic to it or like what it is.
All right. Who would you like to take it to?
Is Isra able to do armor, or is she only
Isra
weapons?
is very magic-y, so, but you've never seen her explicitly craft armor. But downstairs, there is someone who specializes in armor, and that's Danthalon.
Oh, that's right. Danthalon's dancing axe. I only know that from Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, I'll take it to Danthalon and get it checked out.
Wonderful. When Danthalon checks it out, he is kind of giving it a once-over. You pull this out of your pack, and he's kind of looking at the green sheen. And he goes, "Hold, please." And he runs outside, and after a large bit of fuss, you hear a... And he walks back in with a rat.
A fucking rat?
Who he drops in the armor. As the rat's chitters turn to the hissing and clicking of lizard folk. And the rat transforms, filling the armor.
Oh, hell no.
And Danthalon just goes,
"Take it off the poor rat."
"Nope. Nope." And reaches over and pulls the shirt off and goes, "Nope, that's still a lit." And he runs upstairs and he grabs Isra, and Isra comes down and goes, "Oh, that's fucked. No, we're not. No." And she kind of lays hands on him, and poof, you see, and the rat goes running out of the parlor.
Poor rat. Great. So that sucks. How much do you want for this? Because I don't want it. No, thank you. You know what? I'll just take whatever you can give me, because I don't want that. No, I don't want that's bad juju. I don't want it.
I am... You know what? Real quick, as a rule, as a party, from now on, anytime we find loot, can we just take it to these two, just to be like, "Hey, check this for me."
What is
Absolutely.
This reason? Thank you.
Yeah, canary in the coal mine bit.
'Cause that could have been bad.
So glad I was like, what is it? Get it checked out, and did not put it on, because fuck my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
The armor is considered to be exquisite and therefore fetches about 2,500 gold.
Oh. Well, if they want it, I will sell it to them.
He's happy to. He knows at least 10 people that will buy this willingly for 3 times the price that that it is worth.
Great. Don't care. Just take it.
Take the money and run.
He's just,
Also, when
pleasure doing business with you. It stuffs it on a mannequin. Waits, make sure the mannequin doesn't turn into lizard folk.
right,
Well, I mean, you don't know. We don't know.
it turns into a lizard folk mannequin.
It's just,
Is it permanent? That's what I'm just like, oh shit, is it permanent?
it seemed like until Isra worked it over with some form of magic, yeah, kind of looks like it. It's either permanent or like there's a time allotment, effectively.
So
Good
I'm
times.
glad to be rid of that. Okay.
When you get a second Megan / and or possibly together the DM, I have a proposition.
What's up?
So I have a metric ass ton of coin.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Megan, do you want to anything we loot stuff and sell and have profit? Since right now I have basically a just infinite money glitch, just fund into like Little Kalimshan and refugee efforts and philanthropy throughout the city any way we can.
So actually, I was gonna say, because for a second I thought you were gonna say just drop it into our funds, and I was gonna be like, actually no. Imrae is keeping a big pouch of money aside to give to Rilsa to fund
Perfect.
to Kalimshan.
That's-
So you already basically that's basically what I was gonna do.
So good.
So
I
anything
love that we're
because-
on the same page with that.
Because any you know, like
Just
you
second
have a shit ton of
here.
money, and I could literally just grab whatever I want. So anything that I
Yeah.
sell, Imrae has been keeping in a big old pouch
Yeah.
in her chest for Rilsa.
Yeah, I never offloaded them, but I'm gonna do that now. There was that big cache of gems I picked up in Gauntlgrim that I'm just same thing.
Right now, my Rilsa Little Kalimshan fund is at almost 3,100.
Nice.
So yeah,
Hell yeah.
I have a little tracker on my sheet.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
yeah. So she's nice.
There we go. I was trying to find my long sticky notes.
Nice. Okay, cool. So
Yeah, back to you.
aside from that, I feel like another thing that she would do is work on using those two. Where are they? Using those two like silver daggers. Because you said like when she throws them, they'll appear right back in her hand. So she wants to like practice with those to become
Be more proficient.
Yeah.
What was the total amount of money for Rilsa at the moment? I'm gonna keep a running tally, and I might even put a ticker somewhere on the stream that basically shows how charitable you guys have been to Faerun
Aw.
in your time there, as somewhat of a measure of your merit, as it were.
3,088.
Right.
And
I'll
that's
put
that's
the
been
date
from the
next
total
to
of
it.
like that's from the total of like other things that I've sold that you've given me, like at least the coin numberage for.
Perfect.
Numberage. Yep.
I
Numberage.
love
That's
that.
definitely
Numberage.
the right word for that.
That will probably come back around at some point, but that point is not today. I'm gonna let you guys forget completely about it, and then it's gonna come home to roost.
Oh, I won't. It's on my sheet. I can't forget about it.
We love a good roosting.
I cannot forget
Yes,
about it.
I will say that thanks to the help of both Jarlaxle, Drizzt, and Drizzt, all at some point or another being examples of dual weapon fighting that you are kind of you grab these daggers, and at first you have them, how do I express this? Hold please. At first you have them forward and you're like trying to take swings and you're not grasping it. You feel, you know, in The Last Airbender, the guy that tries to mug Uncle Iroh and his knees are all clacked together and he's like not holding his knives very well. You're kind of feeling like
Uncle
that.
Iroh's, like, telling him how to use it.
And at some point, Duskshield, without looking up from his book, walks by and just goes and flips it
Like,
in your hand.
great.
And you go, ha! And as you make that motion, you're like, oh, I understand. I understand how this translates. This makes sense now. Like, it's just like little passive moments of like, hey, hang on, I'm adjusting your elbow and things like that as you're practicing. But over the course of the week, you have a pretty good idea of how your dual blade work translates to these daggers. You also find that you can throw them about 120, 200 feet, like long, but not like far. You find that you can get like spell range-ish out of them and still get them to come back. There is a point where if you throw them with too much force, that they do go further than you can blink them back to you. So you've just kind of been left like, come back. Come back. I'm back.
Go, Web, go! Which, it's funny because they have spider web adornments on them, so I'm spider. Okay.
Spider knives. That's all I can do of that song.
That's all you get.
No, I would have that stuck in my head. But spider pig. The last thing that she's gonna do before we move on to Doc is, you said Jax is there.
I mean, I assume that he's in and out. I more meant when you were watching him train at the Ivy Manor.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But he is likely in and out periodically. He's difficult to miss and hard to catch all at the same time.
Gotcha.
He is precisely where you think he will be and never there when you actually need him.
Awesome. So, if I do catch him, I'm gonna be like, hey, you! Yeah, you, come here. Yeah, don't point at yourself like me. Yeah, you, I'm looking at you. Jax.
Yes, my dear, how can I help?
And then she's going to pull out the silver locket from the pirate captain out of her pocket. Oh, like grab his hand and just like put it in his hand, close it, and be like, "You're welcome." Okay, bye. It just ran off, no context whatsoever.
Do you look back?
When I'm going up the stairs, I'll look back.
He is hand still closed. He has let it somewhat drop out of the bottom of his fingers. And he is just stock still. He is not moved from where you left him. But several hours later, as you are walking off to some other direction, you do notice that he is no longer where he was standing before.
Okay.
I was gonna say, is he still there?
No, he's 6 inches to the left. No, he's not there.
Like, did you turn into stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finally
Minor
did.
Aurora came by and he was a better door than a window, so she just picked him up and moved him over about 2 feet, and he's there.
Finally defeated my enemy.
You gave him trauma.
Oh my God.
Jesus
A little
Christ.
bit. A little bit. Just,
Hi.
just a smidge.
Smell.
Traumatic. It's 4 more. That's so funny. Oh God. Okay. Great. She just keeps going, and then that's it.
That was great. That was.
Because if she looks back and if she tries to interact, she will feel sorry for him and does not want to. You know?
I frequently
What?
picture Jax's kind of people-facing persona as Alistair. Can I? Yes. Will I? No. Do I get pleasure in driving you all insane? Most certainly. Like, it's the very, like, I have it all put together and figured out. So when you handed him this and he's just like, no words, stumped face, not a grin or a flourish, just stumped.
And a thought flickers across her mind of, there you are. I see you. And then she keeps going.
Pleased with herself.
It's like, I broke you. Ha ha ha.
Is there anything else
And
you've done with
then-
your week?
She'll probably go through and read that Tour of the Tempest book just because it's a book that she's never heard of before, and that's probably it, the last thing she'll do.
Ooh, let me open that up so I can get that. Come on, load. Do the thing. Go on, do something.
Do the thing now.
Here we go. Tour of Tempest. Here we go. Move this back closer. This book, long as an encyclopedia, but written in an untamed, barely legible style, describes the Tempest domain, from which some clerics draw power. And look when you are whipped with the wild winds, or stricken until stick-like and burning from the god's lashing lightning tongue, are you not suffused with the power of Tempest? I, how Queen Amberley and Lord Talos fight and fray over its dominion, but even they on high, know in truth, Tempest can never be tamed, only channeled by a favored few. Reach up thy hands to the sky, outstretched, awaiting breath of gods to blast thee oblivious. Supplicate and beg to be drowned, to be blown asunder, utterly destroyed. Or perhaps to be granted such might to speak the words of Talos with thine own sweet hand. As you work your way
brilliant.
through this book, the page that you found, that passage on, you only found because, well, there's a large card stuffed between the pages. It's about that size, larger than a playing card.
Mhm.
And as you flip it over, a visage strikingly like your own, clad in Wave Mother's robes. A storm of lightning and dark clouds building behind her. Something within you stirs. You both cannot bear to look at it, and cannot look away. Whether it be omen or portent, you know not. You know only that you have never before seen a cleric of the Tempest domain that also happens to be drow, and just so happens to have the same condition you yourself are afflicted with. For looking at her dear face, her eyes shine bright, one pink, one red.
Ooh. That's weird.
Ew.
Yeah, that's cool. This is great prank, Duskshield, because I know you like to do cards and stuff. So I'm just gonna put the card back in the book and just no thanks. Well, no, too tired for this shit. And then she's just gonna drop it right back in her trunk, just like no, don't want them in my head. Don't want to know about them. I'm done. And I am done.
All right. Stu, what has Doc spent his week on?
Oh man, Doc has been all over the place in his lab.
Clearly making new goggles at some point. Those are sick. Those are fucking excellent.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I'm gonna say that these are actually getting very blinding. So let me just close those
Those
up.
are really bright, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna say that Doc has had a very busy week. He, after coming back from nearly getting made a snack by a dragon, he has spent the better part of the week between his lab at the keep and his home lab and the shop, bouncing between the three, going between different projects, going between different materials and books and research, as the first project that he finishes up is his thump gun. With the
nice.
Yeah, with all the new materials and going through the last bits of putting everything together and refining the design. And now that we have we found the extra kegs, powder barrels of smoke powder, he's going to finish the construction of the various ammunitions that he wants to use with the thump gun and go through its testing to make sure it actually works as intended and doesn't explode in his face. That'll be the first thing that he finishes up.
I'm imagining you've set up like a Mythbuster style like shipping container with like a rig and like a pole to test fire it, so that way you don't have to be anywhere near it.
Yeah, so if you imagine Doc out by the far off side of the docks where there's just a wide open area in the bay there, and he's got like a wooden barrel that he's that he's behind. He's got a long drawstring, and he's like shunk, and just test firing, rounds and making sure that after each round the thump gun hasn't exploded or and he checks himself to make sure he's not exploded.
Remind me to draw an "Am I missing an eyebrow" emote for the stream. Thank you so much. Okay, continue.
There we go.
So yeah, he's gonna go through that whole montage of hiding behind the barrel, thumbs up, as things look to work they're supposed to, and he's just gets it all cleaned back up in working order, so that way he has it, the next adventure.
Did you say in working order on accident or on purpose? Either way, excellent.
Yeah. So the front of it is since we've had the run-in with the dragon, it looks like an open dragon's mouth with little flame ports on the side of it that acts as like a vent for the gases to come out, so that when it blasts, it kind of gives the appearance of a flame.
Doc's entire character arc now is just dragon revenge.
Yes.
I must be prepared for dragon attacks. He's a dragon prepper.
To know thy dragon is to become thine dragon.
As long as you leave the 3 little ones alone, then we're okay. Which is something I will circle back to here in a second.
But yeah,
also, don't mind me, I still have some Valentine's chocolate.
Those raspberry cheesecake ones were so good. Oh,
it's so good.
Yum.
So I would say after the successful tests with that and getting the various ammunitions, made, I would say that would take up the better part of a couple days. Just, going through the motions, and him also, he's going to take time as breaks to go between the different books, as he's also still working on the other part of the project, which is the astral radio. And I'm gonna say that in that time he's also finished going through the Mordenkainen book and the Spelljammer book.
Perfect.
In that time frame, he's just totally engrossed in those 2 books, and bouncing between the astral radio and his home basement of differentiating and trying to put the pieces together for the Portalis.
So, you have heard the phrase that there is nothing in realm space. And that is why spelljammers have bubbles to be able to breathe and traverse and maneuver while they cross realm space. Conversely, everything is in the astral sea. As you work your way through this literature and try to kind of gather the knowledge that you would need to even begin attempting to locate Gaz and locate your father, you remember something. Your goal is not to get to realm space, where you cannot breathe, where it is difficult to maneuver and traverse or navigate. Your goal lies somewhere within or beyond the astral sea. A place you so conveniently actually have a door to. Right at this very moment. As you kind of consider your possibilities, you begin to consider that building the portalis in the astral sea itself may eliminate a step if only you had some sort of nexus with which to open this door. You become fixated. You've read about things like the blood nexus. There are many mystical nexuses. I don't actually know what
nexi?
that would be. Nexi? That could fit the bill. It's all a manner of figuring out what particular combination of miscellaneous crap, as well as what manner of ritual, what manner of verbiage will open this nexus reliably within that gateway to where you want it to be. You also find that if you are still communicating, it cannot be that Gaz is dead. And if Gaz is speaking of your father, well, your father might not necessarily be dead in the way that you think he is. Some part of him lives on somewhere. So it's just a matter of locating two souls. Should be fine. Locating a soul. However you start doing that is about where you arrive to. But yes, you were quite fixated about various nexus and the ritual and ephemera. The ritual and ephemera that it requires to open them reliably and to where. I will say, I have two fate die. I'm going to roll them both, and I'm going to see if at some point you manage to spiritually, mentally connect. And then we will decide with who. So it's all up to the dice. It's all up to the dice. You do connect. Interesting. Okay. As you are working, and you're doing that thing that you kind of do where you get in a spot and you're really just pissed off at the problem, and you start talking to yourself, and then you get sick of talking to yourself, so you start talking to a friend that isn't in the room with you because you just need to bounce your idea off of someone. It's like talking to your mom, but she's gone, because you just need somebody to just hear you, and it's easier to imagine that someone that you have no idea where they are is. So you start talking to
I still have the little bird,
dad or whoever.
I still have the little bird thing, and that I will just imagine that he's like just like having a conversation with the bird, and just like, you know, my mathematical calculations, and and just kind of going in the loop of like, oh yeah, maybe this, like, you know, right, yeah, that sounds good, yeah, I thought so, and just kind of going through that whole motion of borderline psychosis.
Your calculations could use some work.
Hello?
I think you'll find if you rework the equation on your own, or simply had a better resource for understanding these sorts of things. Consider, for instance, the nautiloid, how it traverses through realm space, the astral sea, and beyond. How the Githyanki and their dragons come to the world from where it is they exist. I think you'll find that with the right application of knowledge, you're closer than you think. But I think your math is off.
Doc is visibly shaken at the moment. Well, okay. Who is this?
Yes, I suppose you are a bit too old to remember your old friend. When your father died, and you reached out to the universe, you begged for help. It is not always a god who comes to one's aid. You can call me Ta. I am keeper, seeker, shepherd, steward of hidden ways. You reached out to me once in desperation, a young man who loved his father so dearly. I apologize for he has not returned to you out of some manner of fear and shame. But I assure you, I have heard your cries. And once more I will do what is necessary for that little boy who cried out. I owe you so much, my child.
Well, thanks. But my math is wrong?
Precisely. Yes, I apologize. Your math is wrong. You are looking at this as a scientist, as an arcanist, as an artificer. What you need is to look at this like a zealot. Tell me, child, do you know of the wizards of Thay, the princes of the apocalypse, of elemental evil, and of the power and purpose of the blood nexus? At this very moment, Zaz Tam and his acolytes seek to open the blood nexus. They seek to harness the power of the princes of elemental evil and use it to subvert, to pervert to their own means the power of interdimensional travel. If they can, so can you. And I imagine to better purpose and better ends. But you're going to need a lot more books. You're going to take that hunk of junk into something working. You're going to need to learn a lot about Thay.
Well then. bath. Who needs it? Apparently I do. Wait. Books. What books do I need? Books on Thay? More books on Mordenkainen? What do I need? Who do I go to get them? Where can I find these? And Doc is just like, his mind is just like, just all the mind explosions right now.
He leaves you with one final phrase that you find to be maddeningly unhelpful. I would check the library to start.
The library at the keep? Or...
Radio silence.
Doc goes over and taps the radio. Huh.
I would like to mention at this time, actually, roll a perception for me.
Let me pull up my sheet here. Good old perceptification. 18. With hope.
I will say that the exercise in tapping the radio is futile. And it's something that you almost do just out of like frustration, trying to get something to connect, because as Ta began to speak, the head of your little bird snapped around and was speaking to you through the bird's beak. The automata became the vessel for this person reaching out to you.
So, the question is, though, is the DM telling you to go to the library in-universe, or is this some kind of meta thing where you're being told to go to the library on Friday nights?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a double whammy.
Or just go to your nearest local library and support them.
Also, yes.
All of the above. There's nothing more punk than the public library. That and a lot of them have
library,
makerspaces now.
Well, the library does have a cannon in front of it, so
What?
Really?
very fitting.
I'll explain later. I'll explain later.
Okay, you'll have to tell me what that is after the show, because I'm so concerned and also really
We'll do a
excited to know what
TikTok
that
field
is.
trip. We'll all go to the local library and sign up and get cards and show off the makerspace and things like that.
I will say,
Maybe I'll hide somewhere in the library what Doc needs to find, and then Stu has to track it down.
yes. Oh my god, it's a scavenger hunt in the library.
We have to teach him how to use the library catalog system.
Listen.
Do you not know the
It's gonna end up like the mummy. Flies, locusts, anything but you. Just shells. Ding, 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 ding.
As much as I love my local library, it's hella boring. There's nothing cool about my local library, even though I love it very much and I have a card. But I go to other libraries because mine is not fun. So I want to see this cannon.
You know what? We'll make it happen. We'll find a day and let's do the big library by Disneyland. Because I think any Southern California resident can get a card, if I remember correctly. And that one's supposed to be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if I can arrange that and we'll go on a little TikTok field trip. Because, yes, there is nothing more punk than the public library. There's also, I've heard the Huntington Library is amazing. So maybe we'll just start doing little library field trips.
The Cerritos library? Fabulous. Oh my god.
We'll all pick a library. That's a thing now.
Yes.
Uh,
I'm so excited. Manhattan Beach Library.
I have two other things that I forgot to mention. if
Okay.
Stu is done with his stuff.
I just have one last thing that should
Go
be
for it.
Yeah,
rather
you're
quick.
good.
You're up right now, so go. No, take your time.
Doc, throughout the week, it checks on his hand.
Oh, that's right. Make sure it doesn't fall off.
As you get back and you take your glove off, you're just kind of like, you can still bend it, you can still feel it, but it's creeping. You've got like a half palm glove now.
Go to the.
It doesn't have a
can I
mind
go
of
to
its
the lo-
own.
Can I go to the local cleric and temple and have them remove whatever curse or affliction this is?
Fantasy urgent.
Cortana, rename the
wrote-
stream to Doc Goes to the Clinic.
Because I don't want to
Oh
turn
my
into I don't want to turn into a withered husk from Mass Effect.
Tell me,
Is it
are
Temple
there
of Ilmater in
any?
Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, are there any specific clerics that you are looking for, or are you just like, didn't say port, said land, any land?
Yeah, pretty much. Just like anyone will do. Doc is pretty agnostic. He doesn't care which religion, just whatever gets the job done.
You gotta find a quack.
I need another quack, another doc,
Roll
not me.
some
Hang
quack.
on. You
like
guys are
another
next
dog.
to a
You know,
district
real-
that still houses many shrines. I will say that your options for clerics are reasonably unlimited. There is, however, you know of nearby by the Basilisk Gate, a rather large pseudo-religious institution with shrines to many different gods, including a shrine to effectively all of the other gods we may have forgotten. And you are likely to find many clerics there.
Let's go to that one. We'll go to the Kmart of clerics.
Hilarious. Oh my god.
As you go to
Clerics are
Amen
us.
Mart, A-Mart, I don't know. As long as you're not going to Thaymart, you're fucked if you're going to Thaymart. They're gonna chop the hand off and replace it with the hand of Vecna. You're screwed.
Vecna's left hand.
The left hand of Vecna, specifically. It won't do anything, but
Right hand.
you won't feel yours
His
anymore.
Left hand is still good. Is the artifact one? It's the right hand.
Sorry, the right hand.
No, I know. The left hand is a Baldur's Gate 3 joke. I got the left hand of
it's-
Vecna from the genie.
It's the other hand of Vecna. His left
It's
hand
the
is
other
the
hand of
artifact
Vecna.
version. Yeah.
Cleric and save.
That's funny.
Cleric and save. Shut the fuck up. You're not just making a pick
Cleric
and save
Mark.
joke. Oh. Okay. As you go to this cleric Kmart, you walk in. There are plenty of people milling about the place. Many people leaving offerings. Some people knelt in supplication or in prayer to the various altars and shrines and statues in the place. And behind a large statue at the head of the room, which is kind of ambiguously holy looking, is a large wooden desk and a man with a very small pair of glasses who, as you walk in, just kind of... Yes?
I wave with my gangly hand. Hi.
Ha!
About this.
Apologies. Let's try this again. Hello, sir. How can I help you and your frighteningly crippled hand? Please tell me that's frostbite.
Definitely not frostbite.
Excellent. I can scarcely imagine the story that you are about to tell me. What can I do you for?
Well, you see, a long time ago, when I was 5, I was kidnapped by, and just starts going off on a tangent of childhood trauma. Oh, and then like,
Is this
5 minutes.
related to the thing?
No, but it's context is everything. So, five
Oh,
more
dear
minutes
God.
of Doc just, more minutes of Doc just rambling on about current events.
About
and
3 minutes
gets
in,
to-
you see him grab a flask, and just
I pull out some of the whiskey that I have and pour it into his to top him off. You're gonna need more. And then I finally get to the part of the prior adventure where, he was doing the things and casting the spells and then got zorked and put on the glove, and now the hand is all gangly.
that
Yeah.
is disgusting. I mean, fascinating.
my-
I mean, awful. Wow, that is. Let me see that. And he
Big
kind of
stretches, everybody.
grabs your hand and is just like, oh, big stretchies.
Big stretchies.
Oh, thank you for the big stretchies.
I like big stretches.
Thank you for the reminder of that, Miss Dirkers.
As he kind of grabs your hand and pulls it towards him to look at it, he's just looking at the tips of your fingers.
Yes, I
And
can
you
still move
said
them. I
you
can still
saw
feel them.
and I'm quoting you here, sickly green glow.
Yeah, it was very concerning. And then that's
And
when
you
everything
felt-
started going. Felt fine.
You said this
Just when I took the-
restored your vitality when this happened, am I correct?
Yeah, whenever I cast certain spells, it makes me feel much better and heals wounds if I've had them, and I feel rejuvenated. But
Yeah,
over
that's
time-
fucked.
Yeah, so wait, excuse me?
Let me put it this way for you. What god do you worship, Doctor?
I'm supposed to worship a god?
Well, in general, most people who are afflicted with something have disobeyed or dishonored or defiled their god in some fascinating and horrific way. In fact, there are tomes and tomes and tomes about it. You're saying you did not fuck a god. You did not kill a god. You did not disobey a god. It just happened. Am I to understand that
Yeah.
correctly?
Yeah, I mean, I dabbled in mechanics when I was younger with my dad, but I didn't really, wasn't really a thing. He didn't really make me go to the daily preachings. But other than that, I've been relatively, away from the various, temples.
Well, then, Mr. Doctor, I would say that you can likely try your luck with any of the many gods that deal in doling out or taking on suffering, if you do so choose. You're not terribly agriculturally inclined, so I'd say maybe stay away from that. Gods of the forge, maybe you make something. What I mean to say is, pick a god and pray to it. Otherwise, hands fucked. Better off without it. If it still functions, keep it around. If it stops functioning, don't wait for it to start functioning again on its own.
Hey, Doc. Two. Actually, more accurately. Why don't you roll a wisdom saving throw real fast?
I got a 10. With
10 with your modifier?
Yeah.
10 is 50-50 on that. Do you not remember the god we killed?
Oh. Yeah, that might... We did kill a god.
Sorry, I was choking on this rather fine whiskey. Thank you for that. So you did kill a god. Which one?
Yeah, but they were pretty evil.
Which one, Doctor?
I honestly can't remember the god's name. It was... Oh, God, who?
Phyr'eyl, the Frost Maiden.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, look. It happened so long ago. We may have killed the Frost Maiden.
I'm sorry. Would you like to repeat that back to me? What was it? Did I say? What was the first question that I asked you when you walked in here? Is it what bite? I didn't say spider bite. Did I say heat bite? No, I said frost bite. You dolt! You killed the goddess of winter. And you walked in here with frostbite, and you have the unmitigated gall to ask me, oh, what's going on with me hand? Fuck all! Pick a god and pray to it!
Look, it happened a while ago. I just tend to forget these sort of things.
Bite. Frostbite. Goddess of winter. Frostbite. Permanent frostbite. Well, I mean, most frostbite, if left untreated, is actually quite permanent. You're lucky you still retain use of the fingers. Best of luck to you.
So
Altar's there. I'd offer you a coin. Oh, yes, no, you're absolutely right. Right away, let me just direct you to the goddess of summer. Her not-so-evil twin.
You don't have to be a dick about it. I'm just saying. These things happen.
I'm a cleric in the largest port city in the continent. Of course I'm a dick about it.
What if I give you?
Guy.
What if I give you more to drink? Will you help me then?
He accepts me more to drink.
What if I make a small donation to your temple?
I will be the first to admit this institution could always use a proper donation. And I appreciate your donation of the drink. What I mean to say is, I don't know that there is any fixing what has afflicted you. And so long as the hand does not come to life on its own and attempt to suffocate you while you slumber, I don't know that there's much sense in worrying about it at the moment. There are consequences for death. There are consequences for killing people, animals, all manner of things. There are definitely consequences for killing a god. See that sad sack over there? He fucked a god. then did something of his own ambition. Now he weeps at her feet every single day, trying to earn back her love. World's worst ex-boyfriend. Saddest story I've ever fucking heard. He fucked a god in his pain. The consequences, you killed one.
Oh, like actual. Oh.
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's... Are you not familiar with how demigods are created? It's a whole thing. I'm not here to teach a class on it, but...
Yeah, no, I'm familiar with...
So that...
Scream. No, literally. Like,
Thank you for turning it down before doing that.
Literally 10% of the volume.
Did I what?
Oh, I turned it down. They were thanking me for turning it down. I put it at 10% of the volume.
No, I was gonna say when you were like, who did you kill? Who did you kill? I was literally on the ground stretching my back, and I was screaming.
I was sitting here making enough faces, and Doc wasn't getting it, so I was just like,
scream. I'm so happy I'm so happy that my mic was off because I was screaming.
I wish your mic had been on.
My God, that was
as smart and perceptive as Doc can be around machines and making stuff, his
memory no good.
Yeah, that short-term memory is cooked.
Oh my God, that was so fucking funny.
We'll call it the traumatic childhood blocking his short-term memory.
Ah, yes, I hear that all the time. Forgive me, my goddess, for I have sinned. It was my trauma. I forgot that I slept with the barmaid, and now there are consequences, aren't there? I don't think you need a cleric.
Right.
I think you need a clinician. Thank you for the whiskey.
I turn around and start grumbling as I walk out. I dump 100 gold into the offering bin and the rest of the whiskey bottle, and
I'll have to clean that up later.
Jumps into the game.
Feels like a bit of a waste.
Megan jumps into the game and it's like, where's Cam?
Actual Megan pops through a pocket dimension.
Where's the Tism wizard?
3.5 casts of. So yeah, I'll make my way back to the keep at this point and pass it along to.
So one thing I wanted to add that Drizzt has been doing has been the usual scampering around the keep and mapping and plotting things out, but it's kind of fallen to a back burner. But in the dead of night, when kind of hitting a brick wall in researching things, that will just kind of creep up. However, there's no more drunkenly doing it because it doesn't seem that I can get drunk anymore.
That sucks.
Oh shit. So you're just soberly and irritatedly looking for rooms now.
Yep. And now instead of being able to quell that urge, instead now I am it's the itch you can't scratch. And where a drink would help with that, that's not there anymore. The other thing though is I've never mentioned that I would deliver the other 2 dragon eggs to the nursery with, I would assume, Alara's help.
Yes.
And see to their hatching. And of course, I mentioned that they had been named at the start of stream whenever in game. And as soon as the other 2 are born, if I'm able to be there to imprint, well, I've already in for one, so I may as well be there for the other two. And they
We'll
are gonna
say
be
that due
named
to
Duck
your
and
sleep not being a necessity, being there and just kind of staying there until they are incubated and ready to hatch, as the nanny, as it were, the mother of the nursery, keeps them over a nice bed of coals to help encourage them to hatch, that being there is a non-issue. You are able to make that happen.
Of course, as soon as they hatched, the birds' siblings get names, and they are Duck and Goose. So now we have Bird, Duck, and Goose.
Laura's just like, oh, those are the most precious, stupid fucking names I've ever heard. I'm in love with them. Oh my god. But yes, along with the owlbear chubs and some of the various other animals that are born here, including some of the foals and things of that nature, Bird, Duck, and Goose have their own pens. It would seem that the mother of the nursery is happy to build them a space where all three of them can grow up together. Though we don't know for how long until they begin to outgrow this space, so we're just gonna hope for the best. If we need to put them in the stables in 6 months, well, we're just gonna do that. Freddie
figure it
is
out.
frankly quite pleased to have other dragons that are currently his size to run around the keep with. They are absolute menaces.
Mm-hmm. I can only imagine.
And they eat everything in sight.
Oh, yeah.
But once they get past the drooling phase and stop making holes in the floor, it's a much better world for all.
Yeah, I'm sure Alara's not been happy about that aspect of things, but when
Surprisingly, because they're babies, she's just like, they're new. What are you gonna do about it? Just keep them away from the customers, because I can't fix that kind of damage.
That's correct. It's just like they're new. That's it. They're new. Yeah. That'll about have been the rest of any other time I had.
Excellent. Then I will say, good morning. After a eventful week for all of you, it is a new day, and it is a day that one of your party members have very much been looking forward to, because today is the day that the Daggerford Summer Festival is finally back on. As part of your weekly duties, you all helped to put it back together, repair the booths, fortify some things after the water damage, and, well, frankly, tear down the gallows so that nobody had to look at that. Put a bit of a damper on the whole thing. And that's saying something, because you were also in the middle of a thunderstorm. But the festival is back. It is morning. There are pitchers of fresh, boozy fruit smoothies on the counter as you come downstairs. The tables are lined with a celebratory breakfast feast. All of the little wormlings and Freddy are running around. The baby owlbear chicks and chubs have just hatched, and they are getting their sea legs as well. So they are in a pen next to the bar where they can be kept an eye on, so that nobody bites anyone.
I would let them bite my fingers off. They're so cute.
Big steppy.
He's so big. So cute.
I love a baby
Give me
owlbear.
just a moment here.
No, Mr. Kers, you do need all of your digits. You can't let owlbears eat just a few fingies.
Look,
You do not get to break
I
off a
almost
fresh
lost
eat.
my hand to the wormling. No, I need my
I can
fingers.
just have Doc build me new fingers and like wear it as a glove. It's fine.
Not a terrible idea. We do love the fantasy prosthetics here.
Look, Doc may
Oh,
have
God,
to
yeah.
make his own steampunk cybernetic arm.
Hell yeah.
Doc is
Oh,
turning
I
more
get-
machine than anything.
Honestly.
Doc's gonna turn himself into a warforge and live forever.
Oh God.
God.
All right, Mr. House.
All right, you just reminded me. You brought up Warforged and reminded me how, for some reason, though, they changed those to not be considered humanoid anymore.
Which really
I'm not-
bothers
that,
me.
No, we're not playing that rule. Warforged are
No, oh my
humanoid.
God. What is that one Fallout character? Not Mr. House, but the other one from New Vegas. Oh my God, I'm blanking.
Oh, the Securitron?
Not the Securitron. The guy who's like, no, maybe he's from Fallout. Oh God, I'm getting my Fallouts mixed up. Maybe he's from Fallout 2. He was like the half machine, half
Mr.
human.
Gers says yes, man.
Oh, I don't remember his name. Oh, it's gonna bother me. I gotta look it up. I'm getting my Fallouts mixed up. That's embarrassing.
But yes, it is baby animal season here at the keep.
Clearly.
Yay.
And the festival is back on. The tavern is full of people, and everyone is finally in a much better mood than they were.
Frank Horrigan. That's his name. That's his name. Okay.
Couldn't
Sorry.
have told you that.
Continue. That was gonna bother me. I was like, I know his name.
Are
starts
you
with
using
F,
your
but I can't-
goggles to flash SOS to get you out of here?
Jesus.
Blink twice if you need help. No, I'm just a stoplight in the middle of the night that no longer functions.
All right, so now we're living in the Cars universe.
Ugh. I give up. But yes, why
Well,
don't
let's
you
go
tell
about
me
enjoy-
how everyone's morning goes?
Someone needs to go first.
So Imrae is going to get ready for the day. Super excited. So she's like rushing. Doesn't like brush her hair, just like throws her hair into her usual like long braid and is like, we're gonna go to a carnival. I'm so excited. Because like she doesn't get to do these kind of things all the time. So she's super, super excited. And then as an afterthought though, she is going to grab that card that she found in the Tempest book and like maybe see if there's somebody who can tell her like what it is exactly, like what it means, why it looks like her. And then she's gonna go downstairs, grab a smoothie, and just watch the cute little owlbear cubs. They're so cute. So she's gonna have a nice morning.
You said you wanted to know whether there were new foods for Imrae. So, this is your first summer in Daggerford. So there is some
Yes.
new kind of more local fare, much as you found during Heroes Feast Day. There are a lot more kind of fresh things to eat. Lots of fruits, tomatoes chopped up and tossed in various aged wines and vinegars, spiced fruits and vegetables. It's all very fresh. As well as like some cold grains and things like that. You see that many people are just kind of making a bit of a bowl of it and tossing whatever they want in. And at the end of the table, there is a form of meats that you've not encountered yet before. These are heavily spiced, and fairly heavily charred on the outside. One is herbaceous, one is spicy, and another has this kind of citrusy zing to it. And you see people tossing kind of like a cream or a yogurt sauce almost on top of it.
Yum. So like a grain. Wow, a fantasy grain roll. Love to see it.
No, Stu's forehead.
Oh my god! Are those things like so tight on your head?
Or they get hot.
They feel actually very comfortable.
It's just that they've been there a while, so they put a divot.
Yeah,
That's
the
painful.
well, no, it's the spot that's like right there, the pressure point of
Oh,
where
I
the
see.
two, yeah. But
Just
Yeah.
gave
The nose bridge.
gave you catchy marks.
I mean, I get those when I wear goggles for swimming, but on my face.
I love you. I love you. It's not helping the Staluga allegations.
No, it's not.
I love you.
I am not a whale.
Sorry.
I am not a beluga whale. Stu.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, hi, sleepy girl.
Oh, and the cat's awake.
Okay, but yes, Megan, you find plenty of food, and there are, in fact, you notice cushions right next to the pen of owlbear chubs that seem to be intentionally meant for sitting and watching them play.
I am going to grab as like a. Oh, maybe I should do this. I'm gonna grab some of the unspiced meats and put them in a bowl and like toss them to the owlbear cubs. This is gonna be like,
As you
"Hi, guys."
toss them over, they're like boulders with legs. They have no coordination whatsoever. So like they'll go to hop for it and just like barrel over one another, and all end up in like a little upside down like puddle of owlbear, like turning their heads like, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
That's so cute. I
But they are
can't.
pleased with your offering.
Yay. Okay. That's my morning.
Who next?
I'll say that Doc comes out and he's in his casual outfit. Still has his goggles on.
Okay.
He has a full like arm glove that goes up to his elbow. And just comes downstairs. He looks like he's been deep in thought for like in the morning already. But you can see that he's got like the red circles under his eyes. He's been very overworked and like he's burning the candles at both end You know, he's not looking much better than Drizzt right now, looking for the sleep deprivation. And he goes on over and he gets coffee and a tea.
You find you're actually a little bit pissed because Drizzt, despite all of their lack of sleep, looks surprisingly not worse for wear. They look a bit more pale than normal. Well, actually, Vincent, why don't you describe to your companions some of the changes that have happened and some of the changes that have noticeably not happened, despite suspecting that they probably should, to your overall appearance.
It's sitting like mostly my body looks like a. We're not reaching like liver or rigor mortis. We're kind of in the algor mortis kind of phases of like I'm cooler, like cooler to the touch. You can't, unless you're really looking or really trying to feel it, you can't feel my blood flow, hear my heartbeat. There is some color leaving my skin, but not enough that like I look like a walking corpse. Like something, on paying attention, something's a little off, but you're not quite sure exactly what. Those of you who do know of, like, oh, you look like you might be dying, like actually have died, but you're upright, and you've been upright for a while now. But things like hunger, exhaustion, while like those urges aren't propping up, I still need them, just not as desperately. But there's no physical effect that you're seeing when I'm not getting those. It's just how I'm carrying myself. I'm like, oh, I'm realizing now that somebody has mentioned that I have not eaten, and I should, but otherwise my body's not telling me I need to eat. You know, my body's not telling me I need to sleep, other than the fact of like, man, I'm just moving more sluggish right now. Like, I don't know why things aren't firing. Oh, I haven't slept in 16 hours or 24 or 48 hours. But I don't look like someone who hasn't gone that long, and you can't quite wear that.
So you basically look undead, but you're not.
Starting undead?
Healthier than
Junior undead?
Think sickly Victorian.
Baby undead?
Barely dead.
I like an undead baby, though. Best baby hyphen undead.
Undead adjacent.
I like the sick Victorian boy. I can picture that better than dead, not dead, undead.
Frosty white, a little bit of blood gathered in the cheeks, a little bit sallow looking, kind of a little hollowed out. Like, the life is there, but are we sure?
The Sturker says undeadite. I was gonna say it looks like I have the consumption.
Yeah. Yeah, you probably actually
Doc
do look fairly like you have consumption.
Yeah, actually.
Well, Doc is going through the motions and grabbing his breakfasts and his coffee and his Arnold Balder and is just making the biggest breakfast sandwich that you can think of. Just piling it on there, just like
muffin, egg, meat, avocado, tomato, more meat, another muffin.
pulled rothe rib.
You guys keep coming up with horrifying shit. You know I'm gonna have to make this eventually, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
what appears to be some sort of sausage links, and then finishes off with, bagel, bread type top, brioche bun,
Okay.
and just
Take your pick.
smashes it down. It's all three. They're all three in there. It's like a club sandwich,
God.
a breakfast club sandwich.
Okay.
I'm horrified.
He does that cross.
Truly.
Just takes a knife. Does that cross section.
God damn it.
And he goes to the table area closest to the.
Oh, really, Doc? Egg on the floor. Plate. And
I have
she
a plate.
like.
Oh.
Yeah, we're missing it.
I pick up the egg and go over to the one of the owlbears. Here you go, little guy.
And it looks at you and it looks at the floor. It does not care. It is not as picky as the wormlings.
I give him a little pet on the head.
Oh, be careful. You don't want to do that.
You hear something between a purr and a light chirp, but you think this is... It's more purr than not purr. You have heard owls do this, and you would describe it as a purring.
Oh, good. No bitey. Great. And then he sits down and just starts going. Just.
Imrae scoots over a little bit to get away from his mess.
Bits of
gives
egg,
him the-
meat, sausage, bread, just like doing, doing.
Gross. Didn't your mother ever teach you manners?
My mother died at a young age.
Oh. Awesome.
We don't talk about it. We eat our feelings.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, you just basically described me.
Did we just become best friends over childhood trauma?
Please don't eat like that in front of me. I'm going to lose my breakfast anyway, and just continues to throw meat.
To the chubs.
I give her a shot glass. Here, try this. This will make everything better. I promise it'll make everything
9
better.
a.m. whiskey for you.
Oh, it'll cleanse the palate.
I'm so good. I'm so good. No, thank you.
Oh, well then, don't mind if I do. Tosses the glass.
That was weird. Good talk. Continues to throw meat to the owlbears.
Doc is eating one-handed just the muffin. Thumbs up.
Don't overfeed them, please. I'll never get them down for their nap. God, I will never get them down for the nap.
Oh, just some more food.
I had the other one
a
a leftover sausage link.
One would think.
Imrae is going to kind of like stage whisper to them. If you babies take your nap, there'll be more food later. More treats.
I pet the other one as I
They
feed
hear
the leftover
treats and are
sausage
very
link.
excited, but they also heard naps, so they're skeptical. They only know like 5 words, and 2 of them are treat and nap.
Probably not used
Typical
to like
child
a
behavior.
5'3" elf speaking to them.
Anything else you would like to do with your morning, Doc?
Drink more coffee.
Drink more coffee. You got it. That mug is so little.
dainty even. Oh, let me get the correct size coffee mug for Doc here. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Better.
You know, you turned into Beetlejuice there for a second, right?
Yeah, right? For like a solid few seconds.
Yeah,
It's
let me tell
like
you something here. Sandworms of our head.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
I went to Juilliard.
Megan, did you? I don't remember. Did you do your morning everything?
Yeah, I went first.
Okay, I thought so. I was just like, wait, I don't know now. Is it me? I don't know. So I'm just kind of like, fuck. Eventually you see Duskshield coming down the main stairwell into the main hall. Just shirt open, pants are barely hanging on, reading a book in one hand, a stack of books in the other. Just very like, I am obligate to come down here because I have been told so, but I am still working and researching. You see underneath the other arm too, there's another like scroll, looks like probably more map, like that's just tucked up under there too, and just very, very focused on this and nothing else as he sits down in the little alcove of our own as he sits down next to y'all and makes himself more comfortable. Well, I should eat. Just like seeing Doc's meso plate, I should probably eat. I'm just not
way ahead of you on that one, pal. Dark Glass
that.
zips on up with a plate of things that feel edible.
Yeah, that's a thing too. Is frequently there'll be a lot of times where it's just it's like the autism plus of just like this really doesn't feel edible.
from her spot over by the owlbears, without looking back at him, Imrae's gonna be like, "Eat all your food, or I'm gonna sick the owlbears on you."
I can take them. They are small children. I will win.
They're cute and cuddly. They'll win.
Aurora just bends down and grabs one of their cheeks and just goes, "Yes, you are. You are so small. You would lose, wouldn't you? Yes, you would." And it's just like shaking its whole head. It's just like, I would. Yeah. It has no idea what she's saying.
But there is still the earnest attempt to try to eat from Duskshield. There is still the earnest attempt to like, I should be trying to eat. I should be trying to get this down. This is just not easy right now. And so, and there is still like that trying to find that balance of I should not just have nothing but pastries for breakfast, but that is one of the few things that's working. So how do I balance this?
You've also been brought other fare from different areas around the continent and from around Phyr'eyl, it would seem, even. There's a rice porridge, there is like a more savory stew, there is something almost akin to a curry. It seems that Aurora has gone out of her way to prepare you things that are fairly protein rich, with which to dunk your carbs in an attempt to get you to eat something substantial.
Very fair. So as we're sitting there too, okay, well, now that the weather's cleared and there's no longer a parade of orcs attacking, it would seem, and now we also helped tie down a gallows. I'm sorry. It would seem that the fair back on schedule. anyone wants to actually attend. I mean, I'm kind of focused on this right now, so I don't really need to. Stu, you are muted.
Sorry, I pressed the damn button. Like, yes, there's no dragons attacking, the skies are clear, all is right with the world.
Let's go have some fun.
Yes,
I will attend only out of abundance of caution because this is us, and we can't seem to catch a break of things not going wrong. So I'd rather be there and be there to help than have to get some kind of message from someone somewhere that, hey, fuckface, throw your pants on and go help your friends.
Great, so go throw your pants on and let's go have some fun.
I'm already panted.
Laced,
Yes.
Laced and buttoned. Do
I'm
not go
gonna
outside
get
without
up
lacing
and-
and buttoning them. Shirt is optional.
I am gonna get up and like grab both of them and pull them towards the door so we can leave already.
Wait! I have to get dressed because
Hang
I
on.
I know our problems, and he's not wrong, and I don't want to go without protection and armor.
And I'm gonna
Words.
gather up.
So Doc, go change.
God damn it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna gather up all of my study materials and put them in that kind of desk that I have in the corner of the alcove. Run upstairs, grab my armor, grab my kit, everything I'm gonna need, and head on back downstairs.
Imrae, who's been literally dressed and ready to go since she got up, is literally waiting by the door, tapping her foot, checking a watch, which she does not own or does not know what that is, and is just like, "Go." We're losing daylight
Anytime someone,
here."
especially when we're in like Faerun, anytime someone's checking a watch, I just think of Hercules.
Hey,
Want to
man.
buy a sundial?
Funny enough, I am wearing a Hercules spirit jersey today.
I saw.
have to-
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's got the muses on it.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, Doc,
I
Doc
just
finishes
think of,
up putting on his stuff and heads back on downstairs. He's like cinching up. All right, well, I guess we're ready to go.
Let's go.
As you two head downstairs, Roosevelt is standing by the door in like linen shirt, nice pants, couple of belts, has the whip, not really anything else. Imrae's got like a whole dress two-piece thing going on, hair braided, like already letting kids stick flowers in it, and they're both just looking at you like, a little overdressed? What are you expecting, a battle? It's festival day. What with the whole metal armor and the... Well, you look about the same, which is, I think your casual and your battle are basically the same, but what is with the metal man suit thing? There's no danger here. There's no danger here.
And everything like shrinks and compacts. Doc's made some more improvements, and it's much more compact now and looks cleaner.
Nice.
And instead of it being a little button now, it's like in the center.
Nice. going at the full blown. Oh my god, what did he call them? Nanoparticles?
Yeah.
Something like that.
The nano machines.
nano machine, son.
As you open the front door of the keep, a refreshing summer breeze blows in and has brought the citizens of Daggerford out in droves. The markets are crowded and bustling, and as you move through the square, you'll hear a swell of laughter and clapping. A sizable crowd has gathered around a stall dressed up to resemble a miniature theatre. Hand puppets and marionettes parade about, and you recognize the characters as wood and cloth effigies of Duke Moldwyn and Sir Istival. Every time the paladin speaks, he bows before the Duke deferentially, and every time the Duke replies, he beats the paladin upside the head with a stick, much to the joy of children and adults alike.
And
Suddenly, a black dragon swoops down and carries Sir Istival away. As the rest of the play unfolds, new characters are introduced. And much to your surprise, they look a lot like you. Do you stop to watch or do you move on?
I'm watching. With rapt attention.
Painfully watch on. Not gonna lie, you said a black dragon swoops in, and I thought like, oh fuck!
Like actual?
not
Yeah,
dragon
literally, I went like,
swoops in. I was just like,
Even when we're having a good time, you're still on it.
just
it's constant fear, constantly.
I was so
As
scared.
you watch
It was like,
on.
It's 10:20. We're gonna die.
As you watch on, a scene unfolds itself. A dragon, a lizard queen, and Sir Istival in the bowels of a swampy cave. You don't particularly remember this part. Soft! Who comes here? Good morrow, O lords. Oh, tell me, did you see Sir Istival the Cute? Well, more or less, or narrow it at all. Here Istival is, and what with Istival now? Oh, gentle Istival, we are undone. Now help or woe betide thee evermore. Why, what a caterwauling dost thou keep? What dost thou wrap and fumble in thine arms? Oh, that which I would hide from heaven's eyes, our empress's shame and stately Toral's disgrace. She is delivered, lords, she is delivered. To whom? I mean she is brought a bed. Well, God give her good rest. What hath he sent her? A devil. Why then, she is devil's dam, a joyful issue. A joyless, dismal, black and sorrowful issue. Here is the babe as loathsome as a toad amongst the fairest breeders of our clime. The empress sends it thee, thy stamp, thy seal, and bids thee christen it with thy dagger's point. Sounds is black so base a hue? Sweet blouse you or beauteous blossom sure. Villain, what hast thou done? Barks the dragon. That which thou canst not undo. Thou hast undone our goddess? Villain, I hath done thy goddess. And therein, hellish dog, the dragon barks. Thou hast undone, woe to her chance, and damned her loathed joys. Accursed the offspring of so foul a fiend. It shall not live, it shall not die. As your characters seem to hop in, a tiny purple finger puppet with a silver bow, a stick puppet clad in cardboard armor, another draped in black cloths, and a hand puppet of a lion bearing axe and glasses. Villain, thou shalt die! Much to the roar of all of the children and the adults. You don't remember this part of your adventure.
Doc's eating some popcorn and was like, it really captured our essence really well.
Imrae is gonna look at the others and be like, I don't. What's happening?
And Doc, as you say that, like, you just see Drizzt's head whip around and the bones just crack. Just like a ratchet of a screwdriver because my head whips around so fast.
As you do, one of the halflings putting on the show, you can see them peeking over almost to gauge your interest and if you're enjoying the show, sees your head go and just goes and immediately starts putting more emphasis on the wrong syllables to try and make it seem more professional. And as it does, it gets further and further from any modicum or representation of truth of what actually happened out in the Lizard Marsh with Thosfjornin.
I lean over to,
roll insight for me, because I don't know that perception is enough.
I will say, personally, I think even seeing it go more off the rails, I'm more of like, that's fine. You know what? The more off the rails it gets, we'll accept that.
Imrae's having a hard time following the like old-timey wording, but is so into what's going on.
I lean over to Drizzt and offer him some popcorn.
We'll pass on the popcorn.
What are
buddy.
your insight rolls?
That is gonna be a
yes.
Support assisted 20.
Okay.
That's a 4 and a fear.
Okay.
I got a soft 20
Tracks.
and a fear.
Oh.
Drizzt and Doc, you seem to catch on. Is it being implied that Sir Isteval has bedded the dragon Chalene and thus is now enduring the fury of the Sun Swallower, for which you are saving him from? There are many things not adding up here.
I thought that's what you were putting down with that whole thing, but I'm like, I have
Doc's
to be
wheels,
misreading this.
Doc's wheels are turning, and he's like,
and so as I catch you doing that, you just feel an arm on your shoulder, or my hand on your shoulder, and just, so, buddy, when a mommy dragon and a daddy paladin
I quickly
find each other in a tavern sometimes.
They make poor choices. I know, I've been there.
As you are both bickering about the logistics of the shape-shifting or not shape-shifting of ancient dragons, you both feel a hand on your shoulder. I hate to break this up. As you turn around, you see a young woman, pregnant, belly about to bust. She is in the waddling back pain and someone kill me now stage. As she supports her belly, and she just goes, would you happen to be the dragon slayers? What I mean to say is, are you someone who is trusted to help with a manner of sensitive things? Do you know what is going on in the Lizard Marsh? And is it true that you killed a god?
Okay, the story of that getting down here is actually rather interesting. I'll have to unpack that later, but we can be quite helpful. We're known to usually go through great pains of our own to make sure that we can help others. What do you need?
I could use some help. But I don't want to interrupt your festival day. That feels wrong. It's not that. It's not this hour important. It's like at some point today important. My name is Anya Olkabar. I need your help finding someone. I would be grateful if you could meet me in the shadow of Delphin's tower at dusk. It really is important, and I promise I can compensate you.
Compensation will be needed, but can absolutely help. We'll be there. Maybe even a little sooner than dusk.
I'll see you then. For now, I'm gonna find something to feed this one before I start throwing up. Enjoy the festival. And that is where we will leave it for tonight.
I wanted to play some
I thought you were gonna
games.
say when you said her name
You
is Anya,
will get
my
to play
brain
some
just-
games next time, but Stu has a bedtime, and we got started a little late, so. But I did make mechanics for carnival games, and I promise you guys will get to play carnival games.
Hell yeah.
Hooray!
Fantasy Carnival.
Doing the carnival.
There may or may not be gnome throwing.
Oh God.
That
Jesus.
sounds but also
When you said her name was Anya, though, my brain just went to autocomplete and was like Forger. Yep. Mm-hmm. Anya
Yep.
Forger. Got it.
Anya Holger.
Well, that sounds.
No, that's gonna be her daughter. This Anya is substantially older. Oh, second to pull up. My document. You guys can banter a little if you want here.
Banter.
I need my doc.
Hey, a session we didn't actually get killed or near death or
Yeah. Hey,
do
those
anything
are
too
more
destructive to the
frequent.
It's been a
than
while,
not,
right?
Okay.
it has been a long time since we've had like a non-dying session.
Well, most importantly, we didn't alter the timeline again.
How do we know?
Sometimes
we don't
it's
know.
for the better. Sometimes it's for the better that we change things.
Sometimes it is for
Sometimes
the
it's for
better.
the worse, because I'm pretty sure we failed last time. I think things went wrong.
Oh, for sure they went wrong. Absolutely.
Whereas the time before that, we changed things, but for the better.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
At least we think.
you'll find out. And if you guys want to find out by watching more Attack of Opportunity, you can find us over on our socials under ATK of Opportunity. You can catch up on old episodes of A History and new episodes of the Thieves Guild and Tales from the Keep when that comes back over on our YouTube. Enjoy audio-only episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, or dive deep into extras, behind-the-scenes content, and bonus episodes of the Thieves Guild as a member and one of our patrons over at the Keep, or on Patreon, where we, like good little warlocks, provide you with infinite boons for your contracts. We'll see you back here on Friday for the library, and of course every Wednesday for another brand new episode of A History of the Forgotten Realms. But thank you so much for joining us.
As well, thank you as always again to Syrinscape and all the incredible sounds you heard tonight. As always, they're not a direct sponsor of the stream, but they do allow us to use them. And just
We
that
actually
alone has
pay them.
been wonderful. Yeah, but doesn't matter. It's very, very fair. And getting to use them is still a wonderful, wonderful service to have. They do even have free options, but they've got soundscapes for all kinds of modules, both Pathfinder, D&D, and many, many others. So go check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's SYRIN scape.com. Also, all the tonight's soundscapes will be in the description, because epic games deserve epic sound.
Pew, pew, pew. Thank you so much for doing that. You guys, we'll see you back here in just a couple of days for the library. I am going to go get some sleep. I am pretty sure that I am reaching the delirious stage at this point. I also really need to eat some dinner. But
I need to fill Mike in on apparently the ghost hiatus he's unaware of.
oh, yeah, I have a TikTok to film about that. We as a fandom need to talk. But that's unrelated to D&D. Well, at least at the moment. I mean, Tobias Forge, if you want to, at some point during your break, write us a theme, I would not say no. In fact, that would probably be the pretty coolest fucking thing that's, like, ever fucking happened to me. Like, I can say pretty
Hop in
please.
for a session
I
or
can say
two.
pretty please. Hop in for a session. Play a goblin. Would love that. I'll make everyone
the
struggle to
character
keep
based
you
on
alive. It'll be a good
him.
time. But yeah. And you guys, if you want to help support the stream, go check out our throne. Go check out the donation drive that we're doing so that I can get these guys an actual proper photo shoot that is not just in this tiny little room where we're all backed up to my closet threatening to knock the doors in, tripping over each other, and tripping over all
I've
the
also,
tables.
Part of me is also like, nah, fam, we're just going to do a Sears photo shoot.
Does Sears,
I
Or the
wish.
Sears Portrait Studio.
Glamour shots.
does Sears even exist?
I
anymore?
tell you what.
Nope.
No, but I know somebody who was trained at the Sears Portrait Academy, and if doing photo shoots is something we can continue to do, and when we get to the point where we can afford his rate, I will include Sears Portrait style photos to make photo cards of in that shoot,
yeah.
because I think
My
that he would have a lot of fun with that. Oh, my Pokeball is telling me that my Pokemon is healed. That's interesting of it to do right now. All right. You guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for enduring the chaos. And until next time, we'll see you in the realms. Good night, everyone.
Hi,
Say good night,
adventurers.
everyone. Hey, go.
Morning.